Hashtag my boss fired me for being unreliable, so I let his $4 million deal collapse. I was standing in the conference room watching my former boss Derek's face turn the color of spoiled milk as the client's lawyer said, "Without the original contracts, this deal is void." 3 weeks earlier, Derek had fired me for being unreliable. Now he was losing everything. I'd worked at Meridian Capital for 6 years as a senior contracts analyst. Derek Patterson was the golden boy who took credit for deals I structured while treating me like his assistant. In March, he landed a $4 million merger with Castellano Industries. I was buried in paperwork until midnight, drafting contracts and organizing every document. One Friday at 2:30, I left early for my grandmother's emergency surgery. I'd told Derek 3 days in advance, sent 2 emails, left detailed notes about file locations. Monday morning, Derek stormed into my cubicle. "Where the hell were you Friday?" he hissed, slamming his coffee down. "My grandmother's surgery. I emailed you twice." "I don't read every little email, Jennifer. You're unreliable." My pulse hammered in my temples. I've never missed a deadline in 6 years. Until now, he snapped. 2 weeks later, HR let me go. Derek had filed a complaint. I didn't cry. I signed their papers, packed my desk, and walked out with my box and my personal backup drive, copies of everything I'd ever worked on. That's when the real bombshell dropped. 3 days later, Derek called at 9:47 p.m. "Jennifer, I need the Castellano master files. The originals with signatures." I let the silence stretch. "Those are company property. I don't have access anymore. Don't be difficult. I'll write you a reference." The desperation in his voice was delicious. "Everything should be in the shared drive." "It's not there," he shouted. "The closing is in 3 weeks. If we don't have them, the deal falls apart." "Good luck with that," I said sweetly. He called 6 more times. I ignored every attempt. Derek's arrogance was his downfall. When IT revoked my access, they'd wiped my files from the shared drive, standard termination protocol. The merger was scheduled for a Thursday. I showed up as a consultant for Castellano Industries. They'd hired me 2 weeks prior after I reached out to their legal team. Derek's face went gray when he saw me walk in. "Ms. Chen," their attorney said, "do you have the documents?" I pulled out a USB drive. "I have copies of the complete contract package. However, these are my personal work product." Derek lurched forward. "Those are company files." "Actually," Castellano's lawyer interrupted, "Meridian terminated Ms. Chen before the deal closed. Since the originals are lost, she took them." Derek screamed. "I took nothing," I said calmly. "Meridian's IT wiped my files when you fired me." Castellano's CEO held up his hand. "Mr. Patterson, without the originals, we cannot proceed. This deal is void." He turned to me. "Ms. Chen, we'd like to hire you as Director of Contract Compliance." I looked at Derek. 6 years of being invisible, dismissed, unreliable, all of it was in his eyes as his career imploded. "I accept," I said. Derek was asked to resign. Meridian lost 3 other major clients. "I start Monday at triple my salary." Am I wrong for letting Derek's deal burn when I could have saved it, or did he get exactly what he deserved?